Guys, what's happening? Zach here from undergroundstrength.tv, same domain as zachevanesh.com. And I'm reading an awesome Twitter post from Donny Pritzlaff. Now, those of you that are not New Jersey natives, but you've been following me from all around the country, all around the world, Donny Pritzlaff, I believe, was a 3-time New Jersey state champ, or 2-time. I think it was his cousin Glenn that was a 3-time. So Donny won the states twice. Then in college, I believe he won the nationals twice, wrestling for Wisconsin. Now his tweet says, I'm going to turn this camera around, guys. I was emotionally exhausted last night, but after feeling the passion inside Jack Doyle's, I'm prepared to work myself to death for At RU Wrestling. Now let me talk to you and give you some context. Jack Doyle's is a pub in New York City. This past weekend was the Division I National Wrestling Tournament at Madison Square Garden. Those of you from all around the world, you probably understand that Madison Square Garden is the epicenter for events, for live events. It is kind of like second only to where the gladiators fought in Rome. So any of the wrestlers that had the opportunity to compete at that level, on that floor, in that arena, I mean, it is beyond living the dream. But let me get into what Coach Pritzlaff says here. He's been at Rutgers for, I'm not sure how many years, 2 or 3 years, but he's fired up. He's pissed off for greatness. He said, I'm going to work myself to death for the team. Now, that is an amazing feeling to get when your athletes are also willing to work themselves. To death is obviously, I know you knucklehead YouTubers are going to comment, oh, that's overtraining. You'll work yourself to death. We're talking about kicking ass and taking names. We're talking about the relentless pursuit of excellence. We're talking about not being like everybody else. You know who I'm talking about. The coaches who are like, oh, we can't be good. We don't have a turf football field. We can't be good. I don't have a state-of-the-art weight room. We can't be good. I don't have a wrestling room. Well, not ironic, Coach Goodale from Rutgers, I believe he led the Jackson wrestling team to #1 in the state, and they did not have a wrestling room. Look at some of the old Russian wrestling videos. Where are those guys wrestling? Where are they working out? Outside. They're training outside. In the wintertime, the coach is wearing a winter hat. The wrestlers are climbing rope and doing gymnastic drills, muscle ups, working on monkey bars, and doing wrestling drills outdoors. You give me a grass field and a stone, and that will be my wrestling room and my state-of-the-art weight room. You see, excuses suck, including every excuse I come up with. We all come up with dumb excuses. There's nothing good about excuses. But how many coaches out there, whatever kind of coach you are, swim coach, wrestling, football, baseball, lacrosse, strength and conditioning, are you ready and willing to work yourself to death? Because that's what I feel like. And let me tell you, it's when, being part of a team is different than an independent coach, because sometimes we have kids in there and you're like, damn, brother, in 20, 30 years from now, you're going to be sitting in a bar regretting that you half-assed your workout, that you had to skip workouts because your life was so tough, because you needed your social life. God forbid you had to work out for 1 hour 3 times a week. We need more people not just saying what Coach Pritzlaff said, but actually doing it. And I'm going to remind you, if you missed my last video, I put together a 16-week strength and conditioning program. Real basic stuff, primarily for high school, but college athletes could use this. It's all free weights, not even any kettlebells. It's barbells, dumbbells, bodyweight, and sleds, meaning if you don't have a sled, you will make your own sled with a tire. You will figure it out. If you're not willing to do that, then forget it. It's so pathetic, I can't even put it into words. But I'm going to give that program to a couple of schools. I want it to go to schools, not independent strength coaches, schools who have maybe financial struggles, a coach who's really trying hard and needs some help in the weight room. You'll get this program, and your athletes can follow it and track all the training through their smartphone or through a tablet. You could put it up on a TV monitor and access it through any kind of computer. They'll be able to track all their progress. It's 16 weeks from beginner, taking them to advanced badass. So if you want it, you email me and we'll put you in touch with the people in charge of the software company. We use Train Heroic. And this is for the people who are talking like Coach Pritzlaff. You are ready to work yourself to death to help these athletes succeed. But those of you that just want free and want cheap, and it's just not for you. I'm doing this because I want to change lives and I want to give it to the people who need it and deserve it, not for the people who just want a free handout. So you know if you've been eliminated already. I'm Zach from undergroundstrength.tv. Click the links below this video. Lots of free stuff for you to take action with.